And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, like we said earlier on today, Liverpool of course have agreed a deal with Michael Edwards to oversee the football operations at Liverpool Football Club. However, it isn't the only deal that the club are going to agree in the next couple of days/weeks, as a signing blizzard truly is on the way. In today's video, of course, we'll discuss that, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But starting first and foremost with the news that, of course, dropped this morning, and that is with regards to Michael Edwards. Yes, agreeing terms to join the football club as to oversee. I think it's the CEO going to take over from Mike Gordon and oversee all of the football operations at the club. And of course, this negotiations have been going on for some time. There has been back and forth. There's been U-turn after U-turn. Michael Edwards was coming. He wasn't. He's coming. Wasn't. However, it does look like Liverpool have got their man to oversee the giant job to try and find Jurgen Klopp's replacement and guide us into a new era as a football club. So yeah, very, very positive news on that regard that Michael Edwards is joining. And as just stated, guys, he's been a man in demand. Of course, Chelsea with Todd Boehly were trying to get him in over the summer. Newcastle, under their Saudi project, were trying to get him in as well. And then, of course, there was talks about Real Madrid and other European clubs looking to try and get his services. However, said no. Liverpool did initially offer him the director of football's role. However, again, he said no and didn't want to jump into that role. And then we got a leak of information over last week that if he was to be given more power at the club, more of a CEO role, then he would think about succumbing. Over the last few days, we got wind from Fabrizio Romano, Paul Joyce, that of course Michael Edwards was in Boston talking to FSG, and that the talks had looked and seemed positive. And now, of course, we have got the confirmation that he will be rejoining the football club to start this new exciting era for Liverpool. Despite us still got a little bit of time, 5 home games within the Premier League left, 3 competitions still competing for, there's still time for us to have some more glory days under Jurgen Klopp. However, it's only human to be looking at towards the summer to see what's going to be around the corner. Now, next up, guys, as stated, I'm not lying, it's going to be a signing blizzard. Yes, Michael Edwards is a done deal. Next man through the door is going to be Richard Hughes. Now, Richard Hughes is going to be taking up the director of football role. Now, Richard Hughes is a guy that's done fairly well, most formerly at Bournemouth, and as stated, did a fairly good job there. As said, it was recently reported, I think last week, that be stepping down, and of course was linked to Liverpool as per. Richard Hughes was responsible for quite a lot of signings at his time at Bournemouth, which is in the likes of Aaron Ramsdale coming through the door for £800,000. It's in Nathan Ake come in for 20 million, Dominic Solanke come in for 19 million, David Brooks coming in for 11.5, Philippe Billing coming in for 15 million, Lloyd Kelly coming in for 13 million, Neto, who joined for free, Marcos Sensei for 12 million, and then Milos Kerkez for £15.5 million. So Jordan Ibe as well and Brad Smith, they also joined from Liverpool for a combined 21 million quid. So as I said, he's a part of Michael Edwards' master plan. And as I said, he did an excellent job at Bournemouth with CEO Neil Blake. And as I said, he's going to leave Bournemouth at the end of the season to sign for Liverpool. So that's the second deal that is going to be done for Liverpool. Richard Hughes is pretty much a done deal as well. So we're starting to see the CEO take shape. We're starting to see the director of football take shape as well. However, it's not going to stop there. Since that, of course, we've seen that Xabi Alonso is also Michael Edwards' first contact or first priority to try and get him through the door. But as stated so many times, those negotiations won't start until the end of the season because, of course, we have to respect Xabi Alonso doesn't want to speak about his future until after the Bundesliga season is finished, as he looks to try and win the German side their first German championship. So Xabi Alonso is very much the first party, the first candidates, the top candidate that Liverpool and Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes do want to appoint. Now, following this, guys, there is going to be more. Of course, the backroom team will then come in afterwards. However, there's also been players already lined up. Yes, Pedro Neto is a player that's already been reportedly stating that we're going to be signing as a first priority this summer as well. So yes, do expect some players to be coming in through the door over the summer. A new manager will want to put their stamp on the team, and FSG will supply the funds to do so, and that will probably be a part of the negotiations and a part of the agreement should a manager take over. Whilst Klopp's done a formidable job, Klopp's done an amazing job with this team, and whilst a lot of these players will still be here, of course, and could be Premier League winners, could be Europa League winners, could be FA Cup and definitely League Cup winners, we still need to try and revamp, and there will still be players coming in through the door no matter what. As I said, managers do want to put their own stamp on things, and as I said, our new manager won't be any different. Following that, guys, as well, from Bayer Leverkusen, there's been sources from Bayer Leverkusen stating that they have not opened contact for Xabi Alonso, despite reports last week stating that they had. Remember that Sky Sports Germany was reporting that Bayern had opened negotiations with the Bayer Leverkusen manager, and we were all kind of worrying, hearing from sort of Florian Plettenberg, kind of rubbishing him as a source. But as stated, Bayern have came out and stated that they have not opened negotiations with regards to him. So guys, a signing blizzard is on the way. Plenty of announcements going to be coming in due course, so do hang on. Whilst we do need to get behind the team, of course, our next game is on Thursday. As stated at the start of the video, can't help but have one eye sort of on the summer just to see how things are unfolding. But we got two men in through the door. That is Michael Edwards and, of course, Richard Hughes. So yeah, but as stated, guys, back in action on Thursday as we take on Sparta Prague at Anfield. Again, you would feel that we are pretty much through, and we'll probably prioritise that game against prioritise the game against Manchester United in the FA Cup this weekend. But as stated, it would be good to see some maybe opportunities come up for some other younger players. Yes, we've seen a lot of younger players take to the field so far this season, but the fact that we're 5-1 up at Anfield, it could provide an opportunity for some even more younger players to come through and make a debut or two. So yeah, very, very exciting on that regard. But Liverpool fans, do let me know your thoughts on Michael Edwards' appointment. Let me know your thoughts on Richard Hughes, and is your preferred managerial candidate Xabi Alonso? Yes or no? If it's not, do let me know who you would prefer down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Poosh.